Welcome to Cambridge House Live. I'm Vanessa Collette at the World Resource Investment Conference. Joining me today is Henk Krasenberg, chairman of the European Gold Center. Welcome, Henk. Great to have you here with us.
It's my pleasure.
You just flew in from where in Europe? Whereabouts are you located?
I'm from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch, so I flew in from Amsterdam.
Tell us a little bit about the European Gold Center.
Well, I started European Gold Center already a long time ago when I decided to specialize on gold and other metals and mining companies. So I write on those subjects. I give my opinions on gold. And when you follow gold, it's really following life and society and everything that happens. I try to present the case for gold to my European readers, institutions and individuals. And besides that, I have a long list of worldwide audience. So I try to inform them, educate them, make them feel comfortable with the idea to put part of their money into resource stocks. So I'm not advocating that they buy gold. My theory is that you have to buy the resource stocks to play the gold market.
What's happening in Europe right now? Are people buying gold? What is the European take on the gold market?
Well, it is different as per country. You know, there is not one Europe like there is one United States. At the moment we see that people are, like in other parts of the world, taking their reviews to buying physical gold. That is relatively new, but more and more people are convinced that gold is a good way to make your money safe. Because paper money, we all know that. Everybody's printing money, even in Holland, United States. So the value of your money is just disappearing while you look at it. And people are now buying gold. So, but mining shares, the institutions are mainly buying mining shares.
And what can you tell us about what the euro is doing right now?
Well, it's very confusing because the euro should go up and the dollar should go down. What we have seen lately is the reverse, because the promotion machine in the United States is working, so they are predicting a recovery of the economy, which I think is non-existent. But the PR machine is working, and so people are, as usual, going to the regular stock market. So that is why you see the Dow Jones go up. People have confidence, they say the dollar is going up, and of course they are widely paying attention to all the problems we have in Europe. They think that every country is about bankrupt, which is not the case. But it may look like that, and the Americans are very keen in using that to, let's say, help their own case. But I think eventually the dollar has to come back down. There will be no recovery, as the Americans want us to believe. The regular stock markets, I think, will go down, and the euro will survive despite all the problems we have. We have problems, but there may be measures that we get maybe 2 euros or 3 euros. But like some people say, the euro cannot survive. I don't believe that. I think that we are too far ahead. But there may be measures, there may be changes.
Will the euro ever become backed by gold again?
I wish, but so do I that the US dollar is backed by gold. But I don't think the governments would do that, because they are already too much into problems. There are serious questions about the United States. Is the gold still there where we think it is? Did they sell it? Because nobody can explain to me that if Germany is asking part of their gold back, the Fed is saying, yeah, but you have to do that over 7 years of time. Nobody can explain to me why. There's only one possible suggestion: the gold may be not there, or it's not free to deliver back to the rightful owners. So to couple the economy, the finance to gold, you need gold. And that's the big question. Is the gold still there? And that is also why the conspiracy theories are popping up, because if the countries would have the need to have gold, to show the gold, they may have to buy it in the market. and then they don't want to see a $1,900 gold price, then they rather see an $1,100 gold price. And that is what's happening.
So what do you see happening with the gold price?
I'm still positive. I think it's ridiculous. I take a historical perspective. I'm old enough to have been there in 1980. When I was young, wise and slim and smart. But then was gold, I remember in January 1980. Suddenly it popped up. We had silver at $50 and the gold price jumped up to $850. Only 2 days, then it collapsed back to $600. Now, if you extrapolate the $850 of those years into today's dollars, gold should be at $2,500. So, but people don't do that. And you know, all those writers, colleagues of mine, that say, but gold is expensive already at 1,600. What are we talking about? I mean, I think 2,500 should be the price to equal that money or that value. So as long as it's not there, it's cheap, and it's at 1,300, 1,400, it's very cheap. And some people, however, I'm surprised, they're so bearish. They say, the other day I heard 1050. Paul van Eden last week on Kitco, he said, I think the fair price, the fair value of gold is 900.
Yeah.
What is the fair value? How did he come to that amount? I think it's rubbish. I think it's absolutely nonsense. So if those, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I've seen too many weird things happening. If some of it is true, that the gold is not always there, then we may see weird prices. But realistically, I think gold should be above 2,000.
So where are you seeing more value for investors at the moment? Is it in gold or in the miners?
Well, of course, my message is buy mining shares. But the market has not been helping, because the market for resource shares has been bad. So most people can say to me, hey, but you're wrong. Today, when you see those prices, I mean, I see opportunity. And I think, you know, if the gold price will further go down, 90% of these companies will just evaporate. They can't survive. So I hope that is not the case. I think gold will get back. And if I look at the prices of some of the companies, they are for grabs. They're very, very cheap, because everybody thinks it's bad times also for the companies.
Right.
But I can name a few companies that are absolutely doing great.
So what are some of those companies?
Okay, I'll come to that in a minute. Not only great now, but also if you look at their prospects for the next 2 to 3 years, it looks great. Timmins Gold, producer, Mexico, great company, well managed. They have good cost structure. They have prospects of higher production. So if the market is just not doing too weird, then they will do fine. Silvercrest, absolutely a story that I like. Actually, I said the other day on Twitter about Silvercrest, it's almost too good to be true. Because everything is working out all right. You watch the news in the next few days and you will see that Silvercrest is a great company.
Absolutely.
Great Panther used to be a client of mine. I just lost him because they are cutting back on all kinds of costs. But I go back a long way with Bob Archer, and Great Panther is a great company. They will come back. I mean, they have a good working capital. They will survive. And Argonaut Gold is a client of mine. A little bit expensive, but they have a great look forward to. Their production will increase. They're profitable. Nothing to worry about.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Henk. It's been great having you here, and we look forward to having you back here again.
Okay, next year.
Thank you.
Okay.